Shit, we here.
Fuck it.
We here, right? Fuck it. What's going on, man? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Irish Starks. Got my bro S. DZ with Sue, whatever you want to call him this week, or whatever he want to call him. This nigga got hella AKAs, but you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Irish Starks, man. But Eastside Podcast back with another recap, man. Snowfall, man. Finally got a dope name for this shit. Finally called it Snow in the Buff. You know what I'm saying? That Snowfall after show recap. But man, season finale, what a way to go out, man. They always find a good way to, you know what I'm saying, really keep you on your fucking toes for their season finales. And just man, you want to just get straight into this shit, man? Let's get straight into this shit, bro.
Yeah, like off rip.
I mean, do you want to let's start with the biggest part of this show, the craziest part of the show. Ooh, hey now. But you know when the old shorty from high school be like, damn, she was bad back then. She like getting pictures and shit on Instagram. You be like, okay, all right. But what was happening back then?
I made it.
I look the same.
I'm in it now.
Anyways, but yeah, so the craziest part of this fucking episode, that scene, the standoff between Alton, Teddy, Franklin, and Sissy at the old exchange spot for Teddy and Franklin, on top of motherfucking Scully pulling up on Louis with the fucking shotgun after getting shot.
Hold on, we gotta go through the.
I just want to, because that's the biggest part that's still on my mind right now, and I just had to just want to say, like, yo, that scene, spoiler alert, obviously, if you have not watched Snowfall, do not watch this. Do not watch this. Do not watch this.
Heavy
Go
spoilers.
Watch Snowfall right now. Heavy spoilers. But yeah, man, you had that going on with that Sissy Franklin pulling up on Alton and Teddy, and then you had that same moment they going back and forth with Scully pulling up on Louis, then Jerome coming in, and that whole standoff. When you mean they had boys on their fucking toes, edge of their seats.
That shit.
And dog, that was probably the end of the close to the end of the episode, but
oh no, that was like
30 minutes.
That was well over half an hour.
What? But it was. Oh no, it was the shootout between. Oh, well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it in a minute. But crazy fucking episode. Let's start with the beginning of the episode, kind of reminiscing of last season finale of the education episode, where it's giving us a flashback more so into Franklin's life, and this time we was going into the flashback of him and his father's relationship. So it starts with Franklin. Let's say the flashback of Franklin getting in trouble for not standing for the pledge. I wish I had the balls to do that as a kid. Knowing what I know now, I wish I had the balls to do that as a kid.
It made me feel good because I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and we didn't pledge allegiance to the flag, so that was like reminiscent of like me.
So what did y'all pledge to?
Nothing. We just stood there. But why though? Like, what's the point of that? Any person with common sense, like, yeah, it's my country, but like,
I mean, but then again, when you telling the kid that you're gonna get in trouble for not doing that shit, they kind of like beat us into submission of doing that.
I'm pretty sure Muslims won't do it.
I mean, if you tell a kid in school,
we was just more.
That's the thing, though.
Like, I pledge allegiance to.
That's the function they were doing in school, though. They were kind of forcing us to do shit.
We could talk about this on Get Your Back.
Hey, nah, man, this is this is the episode. This is the shit. Like, you got a former Black Panther who was Alton, who came into the school to come, you know what I'm saying, to come get him and see what the situation was about, and to find out it was about him, not standing up for the pledge. You're like, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, I told him not to do it. What the hell? Then they trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, give him some shit about it. He's like, man, fuck all of that. I'm taking him out of here. Y'all weirdos. You know what I'm saying? But then when they're in the hallway, they have a quick conversation where he's telling them that as you get older, you will have to learn how to think for yourself and all of that nature. And I think that comes into this play later in the episode. Then we move on. Franklin goes on a search for Alton, going off after we seen from last episode with Teddy pretty much saying he trying to see where his pop's at. You know what I'm saying? After killing Irene. Franklin goes on a search for Alton, and until Teddy calls him and tells him to listen to his pops on COINTELPRO radio, going to fuck off and saying like
giving out names, saying he got pictures,
all
dates, receipts for all this shit. Like,
son,
yo, like,
and he was going. It was all about Irene's murder. He was saying like,
yeah.
"Yo, this wasn't no regular murder. The CIA did this shit." It even drops Teddy's alias name. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say Teddy, but he said Reed Thompson. And Teddy, like, I don't know what to call him right now. That nigga was irate. He was irate. And then, I mean, obviously that just sends, you know what I'm saying, Franklin back on the fucking run, pretty much. Scully, we get to see the scene of Scully pretty much back on his bullshit after Khadijah got shot, as he should be. I mean, how much more prank can you do after your daughter and your girl got shot? Like, goddamn, my nigga. That nigga said, fuck all of that. Not saying nothing to my prayer warriors out there. I'm just saying, I'm just looking in the eyes of Scully right now. That nigga was just like, you know what? Fuck all of this. I'm back in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm sending niggas to come see you.
Yeah, man. He said he wants anything that had to do with anything that he wants anybody who had to do with anything that had anything to do, pardon me, with his daughter and his girl's death. And even puts the shotgun to his man's neck, like, and I start killing with you, nigga, or some shit like that. I was just like, oh shit. Like, and I got Scully back on his bullshit again, man. They done got Scully back on his bullshit. Shout out to the hat, you know what I'm saying? Earth Day coming up. Support the earth, smoke the earth, all of that good shit. Hope everybody had a good 420 and all of that such too, man. But yeah, back to the joint. We moved back to Franklin on the hunt for Alton. And not really on the hunt, but searching for Alton. But really given in this episode, they kind of gave you the 50-50 view on if he's looking for Alton for Teddy or is he looking for Alton for the family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he's going on a search for Alton, and he ends up at the homeless shelter. And he's pretty much asking one of the employees, look like his right-hand man type dude, and Alton's right-hand man in the job, and says pretty much, you know what I'm saying, where's Alton, all that good such. He doesn't give up the location, and Franklin pretty much tells him, like, yo, you know who, you know what I'm saying, is funding this shit, and, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop, tell him all of that good stuff, and says, yo, you don't tell me where he at, shutting this shit down, straight up. Doesn't do that, and lo and behold, this shit gets shut down. You heard? Shout out Cole. You already know, bro.
The fuck down.
He shut that shit down, bro. All the motherfuckers was homeless again. Like, goddamn, Franklin, you's a sick motherfucker. But
sick as fuck.
That's where I go to 50-50. Is it justified evil?
Right.
Like, do I have to go to these measures to really bring you out? Because no, we talk about, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker who is trying to move on guerrilla tactics right now. So you gotta really smoke them out whatever way you can, I guess.
But you gotta think about it like this. How can you, like, would you really be brought out? Because this is the son that, once again, keep telling you, I'm gonna keep doing this shit. I don't give a fuck what you saying.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what the fuck I'm doing, what is good for, I'm not fucking with it. Even what was that one time when he was like, I think it's when the Scully shit first popped off, and Alton was like talking to him and shit, and that's like the first time he called him dad. I think it was like last season or early this season. And he was like, what do you do? Didn't he like gun butt him or some shit?
Oh yeah, that's when he first found out that he ratted and shit. Then he pistol whipped him and shit.
No, I'm not talking about when he first pistol whipped him.
Are you talking about the barbecue?
Like, nah, it was after the barbecue, but it was like something. That time he played him, that was the first time he tried to give him some advice and shit.
Yeah, he did it a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
But it was one time where they was talking. He was like, he's about to go out and kill somebody.
I think that was when he was about to go to Inglewood. And this when he was about to. That was like one of the first couple episodes of this season. I think when he was about to go to the warehouse, and he was like, "No, don't go do that." Whoop de whoop, and he ended up going still. But yeah, that was that. I think that's what you're talking about. If I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what you're talking about. But anyways, moving on from there, Teddy calls Franklin again. Pretty much thinks Franklin is hiding Alton, thus threatening him. That's what we seen in the trailer from last week, and you know what I'm saying, pretty much thinking that they're working together. and threatens him that if he'll take Alton down, and Franklin down with him if they're working to conspire against him. And you already know Franklin's like, yo, if you know me, my nigga, I don't take lightly the threat. So I'm
gonna ease up there, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? I act accordingly.
And ain't the first time not the best shot. So
facts, but this ain't the first time that he threatened, you know what I'm saying, Franklin. So Franklin's definitely looking at him a different way right now.
Well, Franklin like on shit right now. He's
right.
What the fuck? Because he's like, this is my dad. Like, I thought we was good after Irene got up out of here.
Right. But Franklin out to finally meet up at the crib, and only for Scully to come break that shit up with a motherfucking shotgun. Like, that motherfucker, as soon as the conversation was getting all good and shit, all you hear is Scully motherfucking voice just, hey, anybody in there? Like,
Franklin. Hey, yo, Franklin.
Yo, like, come on, son. But as soon as that happened, you seen them motherfuckers got right to it. You know what I'm saying? They got right to it. You know what I'm saying? Franklin got making sure he can get his little shot off from his one little with his limping ass. But Alton, you know what I'm saying? He was ready. That man was ready.
Alton was
for real. We needed more action scenes from Alton this season. I need Black Panther Alton in a couple more scenes this season. But he pulls up with the shotgun to the crib. Like you said, he wasn't playing with niggas. As soon as he found out where the address is, he was there. So shots end up ringing out, and Scully and Alton are both hit. I think Alton was hit in the shoulders. Scully was hit somewhere where he's bleeding badly.
Like
probably somewhere in the head.
Left side, like right here. Nah, it was like right here in his abdomen.
I think so. Yeah. He did. Yeah.
When he went,
because he popped out right behind that wall with that little skinny ass revolver. Pew pew, like pew 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 pew. Trying to tell you, son. But that shit happened. That was in the show. Scully like scurrying off like some like little hood troll and some shit like that, bro. Yeah. He's ugly as shit. I'm sorry, but anyways, I don't bring that movie up. I try to forget it. He's redeeming himself from that role. I don't know why you brought that up.
Nothing can redeem him, bro.
That movie broke him. I've been trying to forget about that movie this whole season.
I'm sorry.
But let's see. We move on. Alton, after the whole situation, Alton knocks Franklin the fuck out with a shoe. After I forgot what they were talking about. Oh yeah, after he doesn't want to give up, he was trying to get relocation still, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not getting that shit." And then he just knocks him the fuck out with a shoe. And next thing you know, Franklin wakes up and all that good stuff, trying to find out. Well, Sissy came up and woke them up, trying to find out that he's gone and such. He's been gone for like 30 minutes.
Took a nigga pager.
Right. And surprisingly, the person he calls is Teddy. Calls Teddy to find out where they are meeting and such. And Teddy, being the player that he is, because he did not have to tell him shit.
He could just buy it.
You know what I'm saying? Especially at the conversation they just had. He didn't have to tell him a damn thing. But being the player that he is, he's like, out of respect for our relationship, I'm going to let you know where we're meeting. You know what I'm saying? Told him the meet spot. They were meeting at the old, you know what I'm saying, meetup spot, whoop-de-whoop. And, you know what I'm saying, we move on to the next scene. Alton pulls up, Teddy pull up, they have a conversation, whoop-de-whoop. Next thing you know, Franklin and Sissy pull up, and things get really intense very quickly. And as soon as, like, because they showed a really good shot, because Alton was on the defense the whole time, on the offense the whole time, because he already know what Teddy up to. Like,
hold on. Let's talk about the shots on the way there, though. Like when everybody was on their way to their destination. Like
that was a good shot. Left. That was a good shot. Go ahead and talk about that. Yes.
Like they had to pretty much how like the end. If anybody watched Power, it was like the end of what season was that?
We talk about the season where Ghost died.
The end of season 5, how everybody was going to Truth to pretty much kill Ghost. And like how everybody was on their way at the same time.
It's kind of like I don't want to say specifically from, but it reminds me of like the movie Crash, where it's like they always show what everybody's actions is going on at this specific moment in one setting. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's where a lot of those scenes influence, and probably not, but that's where I know it comes from. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
Exactly, because they show, you know what I'm saying, Louis and Jerome. In their situation, I think that was kind of foreshadowing, And you know what I'm saying? I think did they show Scully? I was looking down.
Yeah, they showed Scully. Like, they showed him like how he was like getting into his car, but he didn't get in yet. He was like on because he was shot, and he grabbed some napkins, and he looking in the car and shit, and he see a picture of his daughter.
But a nigga wish he had some bounty picker upper right there, yo. I was watching a bounty picker up commercial, and I was like, yo, that'd be the real test. Can this shit clean up some blood? Dead ass, yo. Like, this shit costs too much, yo. This shit clean up blood, then you might get me. You might get me. But for real, niggas gonna be like, fuck a gauze patch, just put the bounty picker upper on the gunshot. For real. Who got bounty? Oh my god. But yeah, so that was a great shot. Like you said, it shows you that at least with Scully, what his main intentions was at the end of the day is it's a justified evil in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a scorned father, a scorned, you know what I'm saying, boyfriend, or motherfuckers be, you know what I'm saying, married by common law. Trying to drink all fancy on the internets.
Franklin and what you call a mom not married?
I think they were.
I don't think they divorced. I think they just separated.
Yeah, I think so.
Due to the fact that he was gonna snitch.
But we'll get into that. Okay. But all right, so where was that? So they had a conversation, whoop-de-whoop. Franklin and Sissy pull up and things get crazy. Like I said, Sissy ends up convincing Teddy, calming down Alton to an extent, but convinces Teddy that Alton and her will leave the country with the passports that she got from, you know what I'm saying, Alton's mans earlier in the episode. And it was a good spot that really calmed, at least threw off Teddy for a moment when Franklin was like, yo, is this really you right now, bro? You really gonna have, because you kill us. If you kill him, you're gonna have to kill all of us. Is that really you? You know what I'm saying? And we know how Reed get down, but Franklin know Reed a little better than, Franklin also know Reed a little better than most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's not really, he don't ever really want to kill unless he has to. You know what I'm saying? And this moment right here, he don't really have to. You know what I'm saying? Because Sissy is one person I say she's true to her word. We seen through the show. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna fuck around with her family. So I think he's seen some little bit of trust in that. And plus with Franklin, he has a soft spot for bruh. Still, even though we heard the shit where he says everybody replaceable, even with him saying that, if he really meant that, you know what I'm saying, he would have popped Alton. He would have shot all of them. You know what I'm saying? For real. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. And now we move on. You know what I'm saying? Because during that same scene, they were showing it simultaneously of Scully pulling up on Auntie Louie at the motherfucking hospital. Like, yo, are you kidding me? Like, this nigga is pulling up this.
Wow. Like,
with the motherfucking, like.
This is the most business Scully meant since the beginning of this season.
Dead ass, yo. Because they had a small, like chill period for my nigga.
Maybe since like season 3.
Dead ass.
Episode 3.
Dead ass. But yeah, man. So that during that, you had Scully pulling up there with Auntie Louie and pretty much coming in for eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You take my girl, I'm gonna take your girl. You know what I'm saying? And during that same moment, she's talking to him, trying to talk him down. And saying like, you know what I'm saying, this is gonna continue to go on and on forever, which is a lot of the things for a lot. It's one of the themes for this season too. If you notice, when Avi was talking to Teddy, where he's just like, you think you're gonna be out, but this thing is gonna continue on and on and on. When you think you're just gonna have a couple of days with this, the more loose ends you think you're tying up is gonna be the more problems you create, which is gonna bring in more wars and all of that such. So it's gonna continue to go on and on and on. And I think that's what they're doing with on that side. And in the street side with the gang, where like you continue to do this shit is gonna be retaliation, trying to cut loose ends, revenge, all of that stuff is gonna continue to create more problems. And I think what Louis was saying that to him, you know what I'm saying, especially with you know what I'm saying, sometimes a woman's voice is a little bit more calming than, you know what I'm saying, a man's voice. But during that same time, Jerome finally pulls back up. And I like the scene that when she was like, nah, he went home for the night. When he was like, where your man at? Oh, no, he went home for the night. And he seen that thick-ass jacket on the fucking table and shit. Like, I know that ain't yours.
So pretty much he knows Jerome is there. Then why they having this the minor, like, you know what I'm saying, conversation, if we really want to call it that, Jerome does pull up and is trying to calm his situation, saying like, yo, bring that energy to me. I'm the one to do, you know. And as he should, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bring that energy to me. I'm the one, let's go. You know what I'm saying? We can take that walk outside, do whatever. You know, he'll do anything for Louis.
He'd do anything. Plus, she been through a lot. He done seen this. He really hasn't. He been on a side where he really didn't want to do this, and he been wanting out. So everything that's been happening has been like more of a push factor than if anything.
Yeah.
For him, so he's like, you know, I'm out. I'm like out. Next thing happened, I'm out. I just want revenge for this shit, and I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think this shit done took him to a whole nother space for real. But during that, like say, they both get a sense of calming him to the point where Jerome notices that he's weak, and not pretty much tackles his ass. You know what I'm saying? He takes the gun out of his hands, all of that such, and that stops that whole situation. I think Scully pretty kind of like died. I don't even know. Like, I think that nigga died, bro, on the real. But
they said they made peace, so like,
but they did right there in that moment.
And plus, seeing how the rest of the episode played out was kind of like,
yeah, like, but he kind of like died on that floor, though, bro. Like,
I mean, he was like,
I was like. But what I say, y'all the niggas in anime be getting punched and shit. That's how them niggas.
Yo, it's crazy because you just sounded like Cell when he got punched.
I'm trying to tell you, that's how them niggas be sounding, yo. But yeah, so that happens. Great scenes, amazing scenes. What happened after that? You talking about Sire Relief to go? I really thought Auntie was getting popped. Let's think about it. Did anybody die this episode? Hell, well, Scully.
Maybe.
I think that nigga dead, bro.
Nobody got shot. It's a crazy episode.
Well, Alton and Scully got shot.
Okay, well, nobody died.
I'm telling you, I think that nigga Scully dead, bro.
He might be, but
that's what Jerome was saying too later, but we'll get into that. But we move on from there. Sissy and Alton say their goodbyes to Franklin as they get on the plane and such. You know, Franklin always tried to be that dribble that last little bit of manipulation on somebody. Like, hey, you know, I need somebody. We know we got a business together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let her go, bro. Like, stop, bro. Like, just stop. Like, you really a sick nigga, bro. Like, didn't they just say they gonna get on this motherfucking plane so their lives could be saved? Nigga, you still thinking about this business? Like, no, nigga, chill, bro. Chill. But I did love the moment that
I thought that was more so like, oh, we still got this, like, oh, you know how you say goodbye and shit, like,
yeah. But I think he was trying to find a way, like, to still.
I thought that was like the bill. I know he was doing that, but like looking at it, he was pretty much saying like, yo, we still got this business to run. And that was like the first person he was like,
yeah, but she did say she's gonna find a way to get back in contact with him from Cuba, but that's probably gonna be hard. But like I said, they said that, but before that you had Franklin and Alton, well, you know what I'm saying, having their goodbyes, and him Alton pretty much saying that, you know what I'm saying, sorry for anything that he did growing up that, you know what I'm saying, that he felt, you know what I'm saying, bad about, or anything of that nature. You know, so can you even remember from the beginning scene, as they were leaving, what did he have in his hand? A flask. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was like the problems were always lingering around. Even though he was a strong black man, he had his issues, and Franklin noticed. You know what I'm saying? Changing schools, like, already got friends here, you want to change because you're this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you going from him leaving him and all of that stuff that, you know what I'm saying? And Alton, like I said, it's always what I always talk about, reflection. It's one of the best things you can have as a human being, is self-reflection, because it helps you build for real. And he had that over these years where he's like, at this point now, where he's like, when Teddy was like, yo, you think it's me that, and I forgot, I'm sorry that we didn't really talk about that, but let's talk about that little conversation where it's like, yo, Alton talking. He's giving them the truth, saying, "Yo, you did this. You bringing this shit in the community. This is fucking all of our shit up. The domino effect, all of that such. True. You know what I'm saying? But Teddy's on the side where it's like, yo, I hear all of that, but your son is the one that wants to be in this shit. Like he's the one with the vision. You know what I'm saying?
He's the one asking for more and more and more. And
you know what I'm saying? He wants to fund the fucking.
I'm just a supplier.
You feel me? He said his replacement. I could choose any of these motherfuckers.
Right. I was like, I could choose any of these.
But this nigga right here,
he's the biggest drug distributor of rock cocaine.
Critinac in the world.
Biggest distributor. Do you know what that means?
Well, I mean, you gotta think this is in his infancy stages, so obviously he's one of the first, so yeah, he's gonna be the biggest, but it's just the rate that he's doing it so quickly. It's just like I said, his vision was so big, and that's what he's trying to tell Alton is like, yo, you think it's just I'm like feeding this kid, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm playing puppeteer or some shit. Like, nah, this motherfucker's moving on his own. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's where he's like, yo, you gonna have to really check yourself and see how you raised them. You know what I'm saying? Which is a thing that I think a lot of black people would hate to hear from white people. You know what I'm saying? Them say some shit like that. But in the sense of this storyline, it did factor in because Alton did have a fucked up past. But it goes crazy with that Kevin Samuel shit that we were listening to yesterday, where he was like, what did they always want to do to vilify a black man is to look into their past, but that's neither here nor there. But that's just saying that amazing back and forth, man. Amazing back and forth. And I think that led to Alton saying that apology to Franklin before he got on the plane. You know what I'm saying? And well, in that, you know what I'm saying, that's that. We say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? I probably think we probably not going to be seeing them for probably like a season or two, maybe. Well, especially Sissy. Probably not Sissy. But, well, who knows, to be honest. Teddy, you know what I'm saying, is there to tell Saint that he's out. He's finally telling he's out, you know what I'm saying, for he's going to be gone for a while. Also going to be handling the deals till his replacement comes in. Franklin is surprised, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to, you know what I'm saying, have their fucking favorite wrestler be their plug? Like, come on. Like, seriously, dude.
I would love for fucking Eddie Guerrero to be sending me bricks. If he was still alive, God rest his soul.
You think he was a Christian, right?
I don't think shit. I'm pretty sure.
Like a God-fearing
Christian. Like, he's probably Jewish.
He was like a God-fearing Christian, like Bible thumping. Like nigga, he had the Bible in the locker room with him.
Wasn't that Christian? You know what I mean? You take a little bit of this.
Where did you ever find he was doing cocaine?
Was he doing cocaine?
Yo, you was a wild dude, bro. Hey, yo, Frash, you hear this? You hear this nigga B? Yo, your man's wildin', bro. Your man's wildin'. Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero, bro. You was a wild nigga, bro. But I was gonna say RVD or some shit like that. This nigga, yo, you was a wild
Chris
boy.
and all them boys, like
wow,
doing
bro.
Radicals and shit.
Wow, bro. Oh, you need to stop watching your little weird ass dirt sheets, bro. But anyways, man, back to Snowfall. You was a weird ass nigga. What?
Can we censor that part?
Nah, bro. The people gotta hear your disrespect.
I know I ain't gonna hear the rest into this in that chat.
Where was we at, man? That just made me sick to my stomach.
I wish Haku would give me a break.
Why do you gotta get a break? Why can't you just get weed? Like, Jesus, like, oh my God, my plug would be RVD. Obviously, this nigga.
I mean, I would get them for weed, of course.
This nigga want one of them motherfuckers. They used to come through to the locker rooms in the 80s and shit. The nigga that didn't even work for the company.
Be there with the Teddy glasses.
That nigga real coming with the Reed Thompson glasses on, pulling up with fucking like, yo, who is this nigga with? Yeah, I don't know. He came in with one of them niggas, bro. He be with a new nigga every week. Anyways, man.
Bring me around back.
For real, son. Like,
bring Sonny with you.
Yeah, for real though. Oh my God, dog. Oh man, where we at, man? Where we at? So obviously replacement, all of that stuff. Franklin pulls back up to the hospital to go check on Auntie Louie, knowing that she was still there from the previous gunshot, well, from the drive-by. But going to check up on her, and Jerome comes to see them. Jerome's in there talking to police, assessing the scene. Not no weird shit, but just assessing the scene. But he is confused what's going on. Tells him that Scully pulled up and that Louie calmed him down. And he was like, oh, what? You know what I'm saying? And all of that such whoop-de-whoop. And tries to go see what's up with her. And he's like, hey, brother, hold your horses. She ain't trying to see nobody right now. And he's confused as shit. And pretty much is saying that, yo, you know what I'm saying? We'll see you later, bro. We just not feeling it right now. You know what I'm saying? That's that. Obviously, weird vibes. You see him play. He's instantly. The wall is officially up between him and Franklin. It's officially up. You know what I'm saying?
Nephew.
For real though, man.
And that's the only thing.
That's the only thing. For real. And but where we go from there? Blah blah blah. Oh yeah. Also, finally gets the info on Lucia. I think it was a location he got in there. I didn't get to see the location.
I think he got like pictures.
But long that I believe that she's
like a film roll.
Yeah, it was like a little film, couple like it was like a couple photos
yeah.
and like a little poster with a location on there, some shit like that. But obviously, I feel like after he's good to go. Once they get the replacement in there, he's on the first for Lucia. Where were we at? That happened. Blah blah blah. Louie and Jerome finally meet with Franklin at the club, and Jerome and Louie pretty much tell him that, yo, we ready to go into business for ourselves, yo. Like all this shit that you doing is hey man, it's cool and all, but we've been really putting in some crazy muscle for you, and we ain't really feel like we ain't getting no reaping the benefits of that shit. Like I done got shot. My man going crazy. Fuck all of this shit.
Dead bodies showing up outside.
Shit that we didn't sign up for. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but what we will do is take the knowledge that we did learn from this shit and the skills that we learned from this shit with us stopping this Scully situation and moving the shit into Arkansas and holding the shit down while you were shot. We feel we're good enough to move on from this shit and do our own thing. And that has Franklin pissed off, given the conversation at the bar that they had earlier this year, in the season, where it's pretty much talking about sacrifices and all of that such. You know what I'm saying? And they're pretty much saying we sacrificed a lot, and we're ready to move on from this.
A lot.
We're ready to move on this from the beginning of literally him coming into their crib. You know what I'm saying? Say, yo, you want to get down with the Dipsets. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
you can see the toll it's taking on Franklin, because it's like even in the back and forth for him to stop them from doing what they're doing, and his reasoning for it was like, oh, what you gonna do? You gonna cook it up how I taught you? So like, oh, how
very, very like, you know what I'm saying?
Like real smug,
exactly,
and
like
shit like that, and like he was talking his shit.
Well, but he has his reasons though.
He
has his reasons though. Remember, Kev tried to do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Then Lucia, and you know what I'm saying, he feels it's like people just took his shit, you know what I'm saying, his style and ran with it, and they're trying to take him off of business. But he had to expect this though. You know what I'm saying? I think if anything, if Lucia didn't wake him up to that shit, the man boy situation should have woke him up to it. That is going to be people out here that's going to try to take your competition out of here. You know what I'm saying? But given Louis is being player and saying like, yo, and Louis and Jerome are being player and brought 10 racks to him, is like, yo, we'll buy wholesale off of you. You wanna do the wholesale shit, right?
We cool.
You know what I'm saying? You want to do the wholesale shit and go to real estate. That's what you wanted to do, right? All right, then let us eat then. You know what I'm saying? Let us get that shit off of you. You chill. We go do it our own thing though. You know what I'm saying? You'll get your bread still. You know what I'm saying? But we doing our own thing on our own decor, our own rules. Same thing. Cause remember when Jerome said from the episode before, he was like, yo, every turn you made has gone wrong. You know what I'm saying? So he's not trying to listen to Franklin no more. It's a dub for that. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, fuck that. We out. Especially Louis officially, like, he officially got Louis out of this mindset now. Now that she got shot, she's done with this shit. They're going to do their own thing. Remember, she was in it too, because the whole CIA shit, but she was moving and grooving. You know what I'm saying? Her and Franklin were like this. You know what I'm saying? To see them not together now is crazy. Like, Jerome finally got his woman back for real. Like, mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, because at the time he didn't have her mentally. You had her either with, You know what I'm saying? What's shorty name from the club? Begin with a C. I want to call her Clarice.
I want to say Cecile.
I can't forget. I'm blanking right now.
Wasn't it a color?
I can't think of it right now.
I thought it was a color name.
But from that situation, then her mind in the club, and then the business, it's like he didn't have Louis that was just sitting on the couch, watching TV, beating up bitches when he told her to. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But now he finally got her back. They found the compromise. You know what I'm saying? They met each other in the same place. So now they're about to go and do their own thing now. But like I said, Franklin ain't with none of this shit, but it is what it is.
They ain't give a fuck.
Right. It is either you take it or leave it, because we can go somewhere else, like Louis said.
To keep it in the family.
Exactly. But moving on from there, so now we got his mom's gone, we got Teddy gone, and now we got Louis and Jerome gone. Let's move on. Now we move on to him and Leon assessing the situation. Now he's pretty much talking to him about Leon and them leaving and stuff. Jerome and them leaving, and Leon's pretty much like, man, let them dip, man, because they'll respect you more if you let them go on and eat as you let them stay and under your wing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Being a level-headed nigga he is.
Right. And I knew he was going to say that shit. Like, he always just wants to go the easy route. Like, right now, especially now he does. But that leads on to him saying, where Franklin was like, yo, look at you giving me advice, man. When did you become so wise? Like, man, I've been wise, bro. You wasn't ever trying to listen. Just more people telling Franklin about his shit. And that leads to Leon saying, like, yo, man, hey, I ain't feeling this shit no more either, bro. Like, because he was saying, like, yo, right? Because he was like, yo, don't leave me, gonna have to put more focus on the projects. And he's sitting there like, man, it sound good. Like,
got it over there, cool over there now. Ain't trying to get it
out
again, bro.
Like, dang, bro, we just got cool again. Like, I just got cool with old Big Co over there, man. Like, chill, man. Like, we just had a barbecue. Like, I'm gonna have more barbecues. Like,
for real, like, I'm trying to be walking outside.
I want to live. You got these niggas are still young, bro. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are still young. So Leon is just like, man, like, I don't want to live like I don't want to live as somebody's second man, like second in command no more. I'm not smart, none of that nature, man. I want to live on my own accord. Everybody doesn't want to live under Franklin's thumb anymore. You know what I'm saying? And he tells him, like you said, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on this life anymore. But Franklin tells Leon, like, yo, that sound cool and all, but remember, I saved your ass from them fucking cops, Scully, and fucking Man Boy. So you gonna continue working for me, and we're gonna get Jerome and Louis back, and we're gonna be one big happy fucking family, like on some real fucking psychotic shit. Like he reminded me of right there, Bishop from Juice.
Oh shit.
Dead ass, where he just gave me like just a crazy ass friendship. Like he pretty much was like, I am crazy, motherfucker. Like that's pretty much what he told Leon.
Fuck about you.
Yo,
I don't give a fuck
about Jerome. I don't give a fuck about Louis. I don't give a
fuck about myself.
Yo, for real, bro. Like he on that shit right now, dog. He really on that shit right now. Like after he like wait, huh? Jerome, Louis. Oh, now you think? Oh, nigga, get over here. Can't wait for Mortal Kombat to come out. But no, for real, dog. Like, yo, this nigga's on his shit.
About it from Leon
he officially flipped, bro.
Leon, he lost. His psyche probably fucked up because he killed the little girl. Then he tried to reason with her mom before she died. He had a hit out on his head by everybody.
But seeing her get shot right before.
Remember,
she got shot right in front of him too. Like that nigga was like, he been bugging out for a minute, bro.
She got shot too, and Fatback died because he convinced him to go with Franklin plan. And then
it's so much shit that's just he just like I said, he just doesn't want to deal with no more. He doesn't want to deal with, you know what I'm saying, having to go to these families or all this responsibility at a young age, bro. Once again, these niggas want to just live their fucking life as regular kids, bro. Like regular teenagers or young men, whatever. Niggas don't want to be doing this shit no more. And the nigga that really wasn't supposed to be doing this shit is the nigga that wants to do it the most. The nigga Franklin. You know what I'm saying? But it's neither here nor there, man. I'm eager to see where that goes, for real. But moving on from there, we have Reed pulling up on Alton, reading a spook who sat by the door. Amazing book, amazing film. If nobody has seen that movie, it's a movie that was banned for a couple of years, and I think if you watch it, it was banned for a couple of years, you'll probably go see it. But anyways, Reed pulls up on Alton waking up in Havana. You know what I'm saying? Thinking, talking to Sissy, she goes off to the store or some shit. They circle back. He's reading a spook who sat by the door, and you see a body just like creeping through the door, and you think he's thinking it's Sissy, and we all know who it is. As soon as they didn't show who it was, we all know what time it was. As soon as they showed him back in Havana, we knew what time it was. Dead ass.
There's no reason you're gonna go back.
You feel
back
me?
To where they at right now. They was good. Let the see them off.
For real. So he pulls up on him to finish the job. You already know what time it is. Once again, tying loose ends, like Avi said. He pulls up on him to finish the job, man. Next thing you know, we talk about tying more loose ends. Franklin pulls up on Mel, who we seen in the beginning, like little flashbacks and shit, recap and all that good stuff. And I was like, oh, where we gonna get Mel at in this episode? And we get her in the very last scene. So Mel, he pulls up on Mel all the way in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, while she's volunteering at a church, and just to tell her that Irene is dead. You remember she had the conversation, minor conversation. They didn't really go in depth about that conversation in the beginning of the season. And he tells her that it can happen to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink, all that good stuff. And pretty much says, yo, before we leave, man, get whatever it is that you got off your chest, because I ain't trying to deal with none of this shit no more. And she said, yo, hey, let me ask one question you got here for me again. Did you kill my daddy? And then nigga's like, no sold. Like, just no sold her fucking question like a motherfucker, yo.
But the way this nigga just pulled up on her, though, because she had her back turned to the door, and it was a cross. You see the cross in the background.
It was literally
somebody come in, and it's like you see him.
It was just like the fucking Teddy shit,
and then a cross. It's like,
because this nigga ain't bringing nothing holy.
Saint.
Franklin Saint. I didn't even peep that. Talk to him.
Please don't do that.
Nigga say this every day and I do it again. but yeah,
stop the
pretty much adjacent to, but pretty much just like the fucking Teddy scene, but yes, even more deep. But that happens, you know, he's like pulls up and she says, yo, did you kill my daddy? He pretty much says nothing, says, yo, all right, I'm out. And while he's leaving and such, he pauses and she think he about to pull out a gun or some shit like that. And that nigga puts the cane down and walks off without the cane. Like, yo, you couldn't tell me that shit wasn't hard. Like, let's go, my nigga about to turn up season 5.
Man, this nigga out here.
This nigga about to turn up. That nigga got on the good foot when he left too. He was like,
I was like, yo, like this nigga driving and shit now. Because when he pulled, like I noticed it when he pulled off from Reed too. I was like, because they both got in the separate cars.
I mean, Peaches probably was in the car.
Nah.
Peaches wasn't in the car.
Nah. They showed it because remember when they was walking from the plane when they seen
sure Sissy wasn't driving?
Sissy, no. Sissy was probably driving there.
Right.
But she said, I'm coming with you. How else was he gonna get there? That nigga been driving for a short. I don't even think Leon was driving in the car.
Nah, because remember, Peaches was just driving them to the plug. Your man boy them was following them. Remember, Peaches was driving them.
Oh yeah, Peaches was with them. But when he left Reed, which was closer to that, they showed it when they was walking from it, and they showed the cars. They showed him just get in.
The driver's side.
And they show Reed on the other side. I promise the guy you see the scene.
No, that's hard. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's like cool.
That was.
That's it. That was a dope scene, man. We all, you know me. I was hyped for Franklin to see him with the cane this season. I'm hyped to see him next season without the cane. My man is back in these streets, man. He's back in these streets.
Well deserved season 5.
What was that fucking quote that I just seen off the show? The nigga was like, "You could play hurt, but what he say? You could play hurt, but do some shit." Oh, I forgot the quote. It was some hard shit. He like, you could play hurt, but you gotta still play or some shit like that. Some shit, yo.
You can play dead, but you still gotta play.
You still
gotta finish the game.
Some shit like that. You can play hurt or some shit.
But that's another thing too. Like we still don't know if Teddy killed Alton. We seen him lift his hand up.
Oh no, he definitely killed him. He definitely killed him.
I think. Don't know. He waiting to spook that let's
get all right. Well, season's over. Let's give about at least 3 or 4 predictions for next season. You got Alton still alive or no?
I feel like Alton's still alive.
I already think he's dead, so I'm not even gonna use that as a prediction. I think Sissy comes back to the States. But I don't think she comes back to like, and I think she's gonna be somewhere like offshoot, like somewhere stashed. She might not even be in LA, to be honest. She might not even be in California. I feel like honestly,
you go ahead with your
random. All right, I feel like we're gonna be going under the border next season, a little bit more. I feel like we're gonna start going like to Mexico and going back to that, under the border again, like we were in the earlier seasons. Because I think that's why we was able, like when Teddy went back down there too, I think that was just like giving us a little glimpse, like, all right, let's go back to these settings again. You know what I'm saying? But because we got to start focusing back on like where the shit's coming from too. Like we seen the gang wars, all of that such. Bomb. We got that story now. You know what I'm saying? So I think now we're going to be getting back onto the federal side. You know what I'm saying? Of this shit. Because really, we was on the streets literally 80-90% of the season. And usually it was split majority of those seasons before. This time, I think we're going to get back to the, you know what I'm saying, to the federal side of this shit. And that's where we're going to see Teddy trying to either you know what I'm saying, still be trying to clean up a lot of his shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fix this war. And I think that's going to lead to some crazy shit. So I think, all right, so I think we're going to get more, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, South American scenes. I don't think Teddy's gonna touch Sissy, to be honest. He know better than that. I think Leon might die next season. That's my big prediction. I think Leon's out of here next season. Cause their relationship is over. It's done. He just literally tried to peacefully bow out. And Franklin was like, nigga, what? Now, nigga, you're an indentured servant now. Their relationship is done, bro. It's done. And Leon is not about to go out like that, bro. He about to go out like that from Franklin? Nah, bro. He not about to go out like that. But he gonna die. He gonna die trying. And it's gonna be that shit gonna be one of the bro, that's gonna be like one of the biggest heel turns ever.
I'm just saying now, like, damn, Leon.
Man, I think
she was more like Leon.
I'm interested to see if they're bringing back Wanda next season, because I don't know what else is left for her story wise. Like, I mean, I love her as a character personally. I love the actor. I just don't know what else is left for her story. Like we had her as a like on the side, and if she came a little bit more important,
she
became a little bit more important. She had her, you know what I'm saying, downfall, redemption. I mean, unless they go a little bit more into the redemption where she's fully clean, she's probably working at a shoe store or some shit like that. But other than that, I don't know what else is left for her story, to be honest. I feel like they're about to, like I said, we're going back on the federal shit. Like, I don't know if they're gonna have real time for her. Like for real, like
short prediction.
Yeah, I think Wanda's out of here. Not like kill. I just don't know if they're gonna bring her back. They probably will, but you know what I'm saying, I don't think they're gonna have too much left for her. If they do, kudos to them. I mean, they are really great writers, but I do want to see more Mel. I wish they would bring more. I mean, I don't know, maybe that was the last. This might be the last we see of her, especially with her all the way in Texas and shit. But well, I mean, she said, answer this question, it's the last you'll see of me. You know what I'm saying? But who knows, bro? Who really knows? I think that's gonna be the one thing that's really gonna bring Franklin down, is that Andre murder, for real.
And you think that's the last you see of her?
I don't know. Like maybe if her not answer that question, and not answer the question, make it seem like, yo, damn. But then again, I think that shit really broke her too. But I don't know, bro. I really don't. Like, Because then again, like, what was left for her story too? Remember, she was supposed to been leave. You know what I'm saying? Her like, but she's gone. She's out of LA now. So I don't think she.
Think about she was just going to college.
Right, bro. College is like some years.
Okay, but you can come back on the weekends. You can visit. She was supposed
to be going to Spelman, remember, bro?
Yeah, that's the thing.
She's in Texas, nigga.
That's if everything went right.
I get you on that. I'm still saying though, I don't think her character is supposed to be around that long anyway. I think that's what the thing is with the life that he's living is breaking him away from the north. But that's the thing though. That's the thing that is trying to show that this life is literally destroying the normalcy that he used to have. The family that he's trying to keep, the life that he's living is destroying it. You know what I'm saying? It destroyed his relationship with Leon. It destroyed his relationship with his uncle. It made his relationship with his mom real fucking weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's like she like got like a reverse. Like, you want to be like, but you the mom, and he just, but you don't want her to be Skylar from Breaking Bad so bad, and that's the thing. Like, she's so fucking down with it. Mm-hmm. It's so crazy, but you don't want her to be down with it for Alton's safety, but and for that family. But it's like, damn, like.
Oh man, great.
Like, that's really fucking weird. Your mom just down with all this shit.
But hey, what did my man what's my boy name? Fucking Boldy James say? Grandma said either cut me in or cut it out. Like, you feel me? Like, for real. But nah, man. Once again, I say this every fucking show, every time. Shout out to the writers, shout out to the directors, producers, everybody got something to do with the show. Y'all do it to the fucking highest degree every time. One of the best shows on TV right now. Great closer. I'm sad there's no more Snowfall Wednesdays right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say? I thought we were just going back and forth that time. Sorry, go ahead. No. Say shit.
My prediction for next year, I'm gonna make quick. My prediction is I feel like it's gonna be a time skip. However long in the future, I don't know. It could be up to like a year or like maybe like probably 6 months in the future or whatever. Now to like a year, 6 months to a year, but like 6 months up until probably like maybe.
I think they're always gonna give us a couple. They're gonna give us a couple time
jumps and shit. 3 years maybe. I think they're gonna give us like a time jump. I feel like his mom come back. They trying to run this shit.
I think killing Alton gonna have them said they gonna.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me tell you. I feel like Jerome and them all doing their thing. I feel like Leon in the hood. He just in the hood. Leon, what's his name?
Just Leon, just in the hood. He's been in the hood. That's where he lives.
He just in the hood. He just chilling. He the king of the project.
He's not the king of the projects, though.
Well, the king of projects now is time. It's my prediction.
Your prediction.
But can I get to it? Damn.
Just niggas in the hood.
Franklin gonna be the kingpin. Everybody knew he's gonna be right there.
He's already there now.
I feel like it's gonna be a new supplier between their dude Goat or fuck Oso boss guy. I feel like Oso gonna be in the same position. I feel like Lucia is gonna be the new one.
The new what?
No, never mind.
Are you just saying stuff, or are you really thinking?
No, I kind of thought about that when I was saying it. That's why I just said that. But never mind.
I feel like you're just saying.
But I do feel like Lucia will be in the picture somehow. I feel like it's gonna be a different guy. I feel like Teddy is just gonna be this like
they already said it's gonna be a different
low mercenary guy. Like he just gonna be out just hitting niggas for no reason and kicking it with Franklin, giving him advice and shit whenever you need help or whatever.
Just killed his dad.
I'm gonna get to that. Cause I don't feel like he did. Okay. I feel like they gonna make it seem like Teddy killed him, but he off and hiding somewhere else.
So he just had a gun to it.
I feel like he.
In the scene we just seen, he had a gun pointed at him.
Can I
pull the gun?
Can
so he's gonna attempt to kill him twice and not do it. A trained killer. Are you really thinking about these?
Yes.
Okay, got you. Go ahead.
So don't do that. So I feel like They're gonna show like a flashback. It's gonna be coming out later on down the line in the season or whatever. That fucking Teddy conspired with them. He probably went out there to kill them. I feel like he was in Reed mode, but he got a flashback. I'm like, damn, you know what? Like, I can see how he cared for his dad, but he really don't know how to fucking show it and shit. So like, I feel like Sissy coming in and plead with him again and shit. Like, well, you know what? You guys got to run again because they told me to make sure I kill you guys when I come back. They go somewhere else. Well, kill him at least. I feel like they fake his death or whatever. Sissy come back or whatever. He let her live. Well, he never.
He just did that by sending them to Havana.
I feel like he was still in Reed mode after that. I feel like he like, okay, I'm gonna do it when Franklin's not around. Because I only did it because he still could have bodied them. Come on now, like this is fucking Teddy. Reed Thompson.
I don't think we were watching the same show.
I feel like we were. This is my prediction. This is my opinion.
I got you.
No matter how fucked up it may seem, but
no. See, this is why I thank the writers on the show because they do their thing. This is why we don't do the writing on the show. How he just had a gun pointed at Alton. Sissy just ran in between that man after he was about to shoot that man, and ended up Franklin saved that.
Or.
So he did all of that to go all the way there and say, "Yo."
Or this is another one of my predictions.
I'm not going to shoot him again.
Like Alton kill Teddy.
He didn't have a gun at the table.
We don't know that.
But he didn't though. He was sitting there reading a book with both hands on the table. Alton already has the gun on him, bro. Are you seeing it? Like, bro, he shot him, bro. He killed him, bro.
He was in Black Panther mode too.
No, he was not. He was reading. He was old man mode.
They say stay ready, so you never gotta get ready. Am I right?
And let us know in the comments who predictions y'all believe better. This nigga sound crazy.
That's just my weird predictions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, weird as fuck.
I can't wait till my podcast starts.
Yeah, please.
Working title coming soon.
All right. But that's it, man. Thank you, Snowfall, man. Another great season. Can't wait for y'all motherfuckers to come back and cook shit again, man. Once again, shout out to everybody that has to do anything with this show, man. Rest in peace, John Singleton, bringing this show to us, man. Amazing fucking show. And we already know what this is, man. Eastside Podcast, Snow in the Buff. We out this joint.